Of the distinct yatras where Lord comes out of the temple for more than one day is Dola Jatra, Chandan Yatra, Snana Yatra, and Ratha Yatra. Snana Yatra and Ratha Yatra, many might be familiar with how it is observed in Puri, maybe by seeing through TV or maybe being present directly in the Dham. But Dola Jatra and Chandan Yatra, many might not be familiar how it is observed in Purushottam Kshetra. So today I will be focusing mainly on those two yatras. So first we will see about Dola Yatra. So Dola Yatra is observed for 7 days. It starts from Phagu Dasami till Falguna Purnima. This time it went on from March 1st and continued till March 8th. As a part of the Dola Utsav, from Falguna Shukla Dasami till Chaturdasi day, there is a special besa that takes place in the Sri Mandir of Sri Mandir, that is known as Chacheri Besa. So after the Madhyana Dhupa of Lord Shree Jagannath is completed in the temple, his Chacheri Besa, Chacheri Bhoga, Falgu Anjali, that is holy colors, takes place. After that, Shree Jagannath's representative, Dola Govinda, he, along with Shri Devi and Bhudevi, he comes out of the temple and goes to Jagannath Vallabh Matha, and special rituals are performed there. I hope everyone is familiar with Jagannath Vallabh Matha. Ramanand Rai used to stay there, and he used to teach the performers Gita Govinda dance that is performed in front of Lord Jagannath before he goes to sleep. This is Ramanand Rai. So Lord goes to that matha for 4 days. On Chaturdasi day, that is the 5th day, after Madhyana Dhupa, Dola Govinda, Shri Devi and Bhudevi, they go to Mahalakshmi temple and they play Holi there, and then proceed to Dola Bedi to participate in Holika festival that is known as Agni Utsav. So before I continue, I would like to highlight how the lords come out of the temple during every festival that takes place in the temple. So first, here we can see that is the Lion Gate, Simhadwar. And this is the Eastern Gate in the Kurma Beda, that is the inner compound. This is the Bhoga Mandapa, that is Jagamohana Audience Hall, and that is the Garbhagruha where the lords are residing. So the lord comes out of the Garbhagruha and then he comes into the audience hall, and he comes out of the south gate of audience hall. Here the green tree which we are seeing is called Kalpavriksha, and near Kalpavriksha there is Mukti Mandapa. Near to the Mukti Mandapa there is the Vimana where Dola Govinda is going to sit is waiting for him to take him to the Dola Bedi. Once they are seated, he goes behind the Garbhagruha towards Anand Bazar. From there, he turns to the eastern gate. He comes on to the Baisi Pahacha. Then from the Baisi Pahacha, he leaves from Singhadwar, and he is on his way to the Dola Bedi for Agni Utsav. Here, this is the Dola Bedi. This is the Dola Bedi, and this is how the Agni Utsav is celebrated. During this time, even Pancha Pandava follow him, accompany them to the Dola Bedi. So on the Dola Purnima day, that is God Purnima day, Shri Devi, Bhudevi and Dola Govinda, they come out of the temple in the morning in Sankirtan procession. And on that day, the Lord gives darshan on Ratna Bedi in Sunabesa. Many might be familiar with Sunabesa, or during Ratha Yatra time, Lord gives darshan on Ratha with golden ornaments. Here we can see Dola Govinda is coming out of the temple in Kirtan procession and playing with colors. And here we can see even Patita Pavan is giving darshan in Sunabesa. So on this day, Lord, and then he leaves the temple and performs the swing festival for the whole day, and then they return in the night. Here he is sitting on the swing. So after this day, on the 7th day, that is the Chaitra Krishna Pratipada day. As usual, after Madhyana Dhupa, Dolo Govinda, Shree Devi and Bhudevi, they come out of the temple and they go to Chandan Sarovar, that is also known as Narendra Sarovar. Over here, the holy festival takes place, and then they grant permission to take out the boats boats for Chandan Jatra, that is inside the Sarovar. So the servitors take the boats out of the water, and they make the boats ready for Chandan Yatra like this. So in summary, from Falguna Dasami to Chaturdasi day, Lord Jagannath gives darshan in Chacheri Besa, and his Chacheri Bhoga takes place. And on Dola Purnima day, Lord gives darshan in Suna Besa, and Dola festival takes place. And on Chaitra Krishna Pratipada day, he gives permission to take out the boats for Chandan Yatra. Next, we will see what happens on Akshay Tritiya day. On Akshay Tritiya day, two things take place on this day. One is Ratha Anukula, which means the construction of Ratha starts, and Chandan Yatra takes place. For Ratha Anukula, first they attain the Agyamala from Lord Shree Jagannath. Here we can see he is carrying the Agyamala, and they get Agyamala from all three of them, Balabhadra, Subhadra and Jagannath. And there's a special ritual that takes place called Sadi Bandha. Here they tie the sadi on the head, and the chief carpenters are appointed. Next we will see about Chandan Yatra. The speciality of Chandan Yatra is that it takes place for 42 days. First 21 days it takes place in Narendra Sarovar, that is known as Bahara Chandan Yatra. This time it took place from April 22nd, that is Akshay Tritiya, to May 13th. And the last 21 days it takes place inside the temple, that is known as Bhitara Chandan Yatra. That took place from May 14th, Dasami, till June 3rd. So after the morning meal, the Alata Seva takes place of the Lord for a few minutes. And after that, the Lord is applied Chandan. During that time, the devotees sing a song from Gita Govinda, Chandana Charchita Neela Kalevara Pita Vasana Vanamali. By the time it is finished, it is time for midday meal. So Lord Jagannath representatives Ramakrishna and Madan Mohan, they also come onto the Ratnabedi to take the midday meal. Once the meal is over, Ramakrishna first come out in their palanquin, and Sri Madan Mohan, Bhudevi and Sri Devi follow behind them. During that time, Pancha Pandava, they come near Singhadwara and they wait for Ramakrishna and Madan Mohan. Here we can see they are, the Pancha Pandava are waiting for near the Singhadwar. Here we can see Ramakrishna's palanquin. This is Ramakrishna's palanquin. They have already come out of the temple, and even here we can see the white umbrella where Madan Mohan is also coming out of the temple. And here Pancha Pandava are waiting. This is Ramakrishna, the representative of Shree Jagannath. Here we can see Madan Mohan have come out of the temple. Here Chakraraj Sudarshan is leading the procession. And here we can see that Pancha Pandava are following them. This is Madan Mohan's Vimana, and here Pancha Pandava are following them to Narendra Sarovar. This is known as Narendra Chakra, the entrance of Narendra Sarovar. So once they reach Narendra Sarovar, they are offered with water that is infused with Karpura, and that is offered by Jagannath Vallabh Mutt. After this, they first take Ramakrishna onto the boat called Nanda, which is known as Boda Chapa, and then they take Shree Devi, Bhudevi and Madan Mohan onto the boat called Bhadra, which is known as Sano Chapa. After this, Pancha Pandava take their seat behind Ramakrishna in the Boda Chapa. This is the Boda Chapa. Here we can see that Ramakrishna is sitting, and behind them Pancha Pandava are sitting. So they take around the Sarovar. This is the temple which is there on the Sarovar, and from here they come out of the they take around, they go behind the temple, and they go around the Sarovar. So going around the Sarovar takes a quite bit of time. It takes almost half an hour to take a round of the Sarovar. It's because the Sarovar is quite big. After they take a round, they take 2 rounds in a day. The first round, what we saw right now, that is known as Dino Chappa, or like in the day which they take the round of the Sarovar is called Dino Chappa. So the temples, in the temples there are small kundas which are filled with water that is infused with karpur, chandan and other cooling elements to cool the Lord from the heat of the summer. So this is Madan Mohan's temple. This Madan Mohan, Shree Devi and Bhu Devi, they sit in the temple. Usually when we go, we get only darshan of Madan Mohan, and when Shree Devi, Bhu Devi are taking a dip, they close darshan. Then in this temple, this is Ramakrishna's temple, and this is Pancha Pandava's temple. This is Madan Mohan's temple, this is Ramakrishna's temple, and this is Pancha Pandava's temple. During that time, they are offered with Mando Bhoga. This is the Monda and Chenna Jilli. After they have taken the bath, they are applied with Chandan, and they take the Besa for the day. So during the 21 days, special Besas take place. Here he has taken taken the Besa of Rama. Even Panchapandava are decorated and seated in their place. After giving darshan for a while, they again go onto the boat and the Rati Chapo starts. We can see how nicely the area is decorated with lights. And here also we can see during the Rati Chapa, the amount of crowd to just take the darshan of the Lords. So during the Rati Chapa, they are offered, throughout the Rati Chapa, they are offered a special pan that is called Bidiya Pano. Throughout the time, he is offered that. And during the Rati Chapa, they let out firecrackers. And then special cultural programs are also arranged for the pleasure of Lord on the banks of Chandan Yatra. So after the Chandan Yatra is over, the Lords go back to the temple in the same sequence how they came. Here we can see they are taking Ramakrishna, and also we can see that we are getting the opportunity to touch the lotus feet of the Lords. So this opportunity is very very nice, and we should take this opportunity to go to Puri and touch the feet of the lotus feet of the Lordship, because we do not know, like before we used to get the opportunity to hug Lord Shree Jagannath, and now they have stopped that. But I know there are many devotees who have already got the opportunity to hug Lord Shree Jagannath. So I would like to tell the devotees to go and during this time to touch the lotus feet of at least the representatives of Lord Shree Jagannath. Here they are on their way back to the temple. This is Ramakrishna's palanquin. And here Madan Mohan, Shree Devi, Bhu Devi, and the Pancha Pandava are also returning back to the temple. So after this is an end to the Bahara Chandan Yatra. After this 21 days, Bhitara Chandan Yatra takes place. After Chandan Yatra is over, Snana Yatra takes place, which we just celebrated in the temple. And Ratha Yatra is also, now Ratha Yatra is also coming. In 4 days, it is Ratha Yatra. So the Lord will, after Snana Yatra, Lord is in Anasar. He doesn't give darshan to anyone because he is not well. And after Anasara, Ratha Yatra takes place. So we get the darshan of Lord Shree Jagannath. Hare Krishna. So I hope I was able to convey everyone about Dodo Yatra and Chandan Yatra. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.